I had come home after a long day, hoping for warmth, for normalcy, for even a single sign that my marriage still had some life in it. Instead, I was greeted by laughter. My wife, leaning casually against the kitchen counter, sipping wine, eyes glinting with amusement, looked at me like I was invisible. "I'm going on a date tonight," she said, smiling as if it were the most natural thing in the world. "Don't be jealous." I froze. The words hit me like a punch to the gut. Jealous? I wasn't jealous. I was stunned, betrayed, humiliated. The person I had trusted, loved, and built a life with, she was openly flaunting her intentions to see someone else, and she expected me to shrug it off. For a moment, anger bubbled inside me. Shouts, accusations, pleading. I wanted all of it. But I stopped. I remembered Grandma's words from years ago. Anger is loud, but strategy is stronger. Let them show their colors while you prepare your own. I didn't speak. I didn't beg. I walked past her, heading to my study, heart racing but mind sharp. I began documenting. Not just the date she planned, but every lie, every betrayal I had endured over the years. Screenshots of messages she hid, videos of past confessions she tried to erase, financial records proving her attempts to manipulate and control. Every tiny moment where she had undermined me became evidence, a puzzle piece I carefully collected. Hours passed. My anger cooled into resolve. I realized that my reaction didn't need to be dramatic. It needed to be decisive. By the time she left, I had a plan. I didn't follow her. I didn't call. I didn't plead. Instead, I quietly moved my life forward. I updated my resume, reached out to professional contacts, and took steps I had delayed for years because of her constant criticism and subtle sabotage. Weeks later, the night of her date, I had a surprise of my own. I had organized a small gathering with friends, colleagues, and neighbors, people who had witnessed her manipulations, who had seen her cruelty, but had never spoken. She arrived home to find the house filled, the evidence of her actions quietly displayed. Messages, photos, even recorded conversations revealing her deceit. The room was quiet. Her smirk faltered. People who had once smiled politely, who had tolerated her arrogance, now exchanged glances, understanding exactly what she had done and how I had endured it. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I let the truth speak. Every betrayal, every lie, every act of open disrespect was laid bare, undeniable. She tried to explain, to laugh it off, to charm the room. It didn't work. The proof was irrefutable. By the end of the evening, she was isolated. The social web she had relied on to reinforce her ego began to unravel. Invitations stopped. Friends withdrew. And me? I had reclaimed my dignity, my respect, and my power. Weeks later, she attempted to reach out. "I didn't mean—" I smiled calmly, pouring myself a drink. "I'm busy living," I said. She had laughed when she told me about her date. I didn't need jealousy. I needed patience, foresight, and strength. And in that, I had the last laugh. The night she flaunted her betrayal became the night I became untouchable, unstoppable, and finally free from her manipulations.